Oh. Oh, go live means it. Okay. Uh, shit. Wait. Oh, I didn't. Got that uneven. That's not. Okay, I'll fix that. And I also meant to do the Tumblr link before going live. That that was a mistake. I'll do that now. I don't know what I'm doing, as is probably obvious here. Actually, my best. That's what I'm doing. Hashtag positivity, peace and love, whatever. Swear to God, every time I pull something like this. Hello, welcome. I hit live before I was ready, but it's fine, I'm ready now. I'm. I think I have everything set up okay. Yeah, right. Story about some kids who are friends over the internet. They decide to play a game together. There are major consequences. The fourth final and most famous of the MS Paint adventures. While it began as a mock game following reader commands like the previous adventures, they were phased out as the story unfolded into a mixed media barrage of mid-2000s internet culture satire, interpersonal drama, and weird plot shit. When opting problem sleeves action-packed gifs, Homestuck spiced up pivotal moments with flash animations scored by a lively team of composers. Over time, the music team produced dozens of albums across a variety of genres. Oh, that's really cool. Um, should I just hit begin adventure then, I guess? Actually, is the... Ugh, okay. It appears the chat box does not want to be visible. That's fine, whatever. We're fine. We don't need it. Because I just... Oh. It's the thing. It's the beginning text that everyone quotes. A man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? Uh... Try again. John Egbert. That's allowed as a name. Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but you are not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore and are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? Oh, I love this character already. Your arms are in your magic chest, Poop Lord. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You capture log them in your Silodex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in the chest. I only know what that means because of a shitpost I saw on Tumblr about using it for top surgery. Salmon contents of chest. In here you keep an way of humorous and mystical artifacts, each on a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You're neither of these things. Among the artifacts are two fake arms, currently capsuled in. Oh god, is that where this came from? Wait, have I been referencing Homestuck this whole time? I thought that was just a Tumblrism. The number and then number in brackets thing. I'm probably wrong, but everything is a secret Homestuck reference if you squint, I've learned. In here you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one oh, I already read that. Among the artifacts are two fake arms, currently capture-logged in your Siladex. One pair of trick handcuffs. One stunt sword. One magician's hat. One pair of beagle puss beagle puss glasses. I can speak. Several smoke pellets. Several blood capsules, and one copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery, and one copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Caveney. I don't know. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. That is an atrocious book cover. That's... yeah. Okay. Is that just a JPEG? Or a PNG, I guess? Oh, God. 6 minutes into stream, and the person I live with is home. And going to be walking in on me reading Homestuck. My god. Okay. It's fine. Capture log smoke pellets. You store the smoke pellets on one of your capture log cards in your Siladex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you are starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. You have 2 empty capture log cards remaining. Is this like, equip fake arms. You're not totally sure if equip is a verb copacetic with the abstract behavioral media in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. The card is underneath the one you just used to capture all the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms. But this is probably unadvisable, since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Yes, Isha, I'm aware that there's a person outside. I have a very shaky chihuahua on my lap now. Your Silodex's fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stack data structure. You are never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance new, more practical fetch modi for your Silodex with a little more experience. Examine problem sleeve poster. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster was one of Yura's purchases. Is this like a link to... what is that? Ah! Do not take me to another tab, how dare you. Ah, it's just, you can actually purchase it. Okay then. There's a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. When he comes in the door, I'm going to explain what I'm doing. Hey! I'm streaming at the moment. I didn't know you'd be home today.
Okay, I want you to stop for a second and plug your phone in.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, other human has been briefed on what is currently happening. Uh, Read note on drawer. Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you. This note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Beside the note is a rolled-up poster. Take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the... Did I unmute myself? Yeah, I did. Sorry. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. Require hammer and nails. They will come in handy. You first place the hammer into your Siladex, but now all of your capture log cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. You capture log 4 nails into the top card. You push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyway, but you probably don't want to do that again, unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and stuff for the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. Squawk like an imbecile and shit on your dad. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet the polished surface of your deck, it beckons. Combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top two cards. The hammer and nails are now capture logged on the same card and can be used together. Oh, we're learning. Use hammer/nails on poster. Use the hammer and nails in conjunction with the card beneath it. Nail poster to wall. Use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious, exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. Examine Con Air poster. What's this going to bring me to? Huh?
Appears the United States Parole Commission that... Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
Put the bunny back in the box.
I knew you was a punk.
Okay. References. Got it. Examine Deep Impact poster. Morgan Freeman's genteel Homestuck. That's the name of the comic. Homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president residing over a crisis. Oceans rise, city falls, hope survives. Wow. Films about a pending apocalypse fascinate you. Plus, a black president? Now you've seen everything. Ugh. Okay, yeah. The humor's something. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival date for the highly touted Esper beta launch. What's this going to link to? Oh. Oh, it's giving me multiple tabs. Oh, it gave me the Homestuck beta. I'm not starting with that, though. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. Eat cake. You are sick to death of cake, you've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Siladex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer. Someone is messaging you. I no longer like this character. That is an atrocious background. You pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You are really proud of it. Wait, okay, now I feel bad, never mind. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You are so bad at programming sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your Pestachum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. Open Pestachum. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you wake in today? Oh. Okay. Turntech Godhead, TG, began pestering ectobiologist, EB, at 16:13. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you wake in today? That's annoying to read against a black background, okay. I got a Little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. Okay, that's fine, but What have you done to the dog?
She's got that place where you touch her sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I think it's where she was
Ah, that would make sense.
not sacrificing her own.
I'm not sure if my mic is even picking up on that. Whatever. Okay, that's fine, but I just have one question and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts. Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tastes like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice. Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? No. Did you? Man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care. I'm not gonna play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Bro? Game Bro is a joke and we both know it. Yeah. Why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's there now. Alright. Lookout window. Oh hey, a tire swing. Those are fun. I'm so good at commentary. You see the view of your yard from the window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. There beside your driveway is the mailbox. Examine mailbox. The little red-armed swingy dealy thing or whatever it is called is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called anyway? You do not have time for these semantics. The red flippy lever thing means you have new mail, and that means the beta might be here. You're about to hurry downstairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. It looks like you're That's a hilarious coincidence. Looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. Forget it, check mail later. Oh, I see we have some family issues, perhaps. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you are trapped in this room, stuck, if you will, in a sense which possibly borders on the titular. It's the name of the thing in the thing! And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing levers of harassment in perpetuity. Whatever. The dude can just hold his damn horses. Salmon games on CDU rack. You've put countless man-hours into this assortment of quality titles. Read Colonel Sassacre's daunting text. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. To really dig into this hefty book, you'll have to capture log it. You're not sure you're ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. Capture log fake arms again. What did she just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh Jesus, in a momentary lack of concentration, you accidentally capture log the arms again. Set pet chum status to bully. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous, but you still feel the pester chum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This unsurprisingly does nothing whatsoever. Oh, wait, you forgot your chum is still pestering you. Is it there yet? Please say, show me the log. Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything. Yes, it is understandable because you are really attractive. I am attracted to you. Thank you. JK, haha. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's there. I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating. What's your modus? What? How do you retrieve artifacts from it? Oh, like one at a time, I guess, and if I put too much in, something falls out. Stack? What is yours? Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything and is awesome. What the hell is that? You should probably brush up on your data structures. I guess. Did you at least allocate your strife species bus? Species bus? No. It could free up a card for you. Plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hard to handle, which is never. What have you got? Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms. Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms, and then allocate the hammer to the specibus. How? I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. Combine fake arms with cake. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Sassacre would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. Allocate hammer to strife specibus. Oh, those are a lot of words. I'm not reading all of those. You check the back of your strife specibus for the kind abstractus you have in mind for it. Select hammer. Your strife specibus has been allocated with the hammer kind abstractus. The hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your strife deck. Okay. Yeah, this does have, like, goodwill building. I see why this is popular. Wow, I didn't mean to. Okay, whatever. Report progress to TG. Show past the log. Okay, I did it. Hammer kind? Yeah. Okay, that will be the permanent allocation for your specibus. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant. Ah. Killing people with hammers, I see. Capture the Colonel's big book. Now that you've got space in your Silodex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards prevent some convenience. Examine Game Bro magazine. Why, Game Bro, Esper, buy the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some of the stuff I liked better. Read article. Game Bro feature, Esper. Okay, Esper is this game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of, and this beta is sitting on my desk for review, so I'm like, yeah man, I'll wait something. But I don't know. I'm like, so this is about houses or some noise? That's fine. I'm sure that's like fucking dynamite and a handmite bag for some bow stuffs. But all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything? Well, you're playing house or some shit. Are you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from busting out? And I quote, the mad stunts all get up-ins? Know what I'm saying, bro, yo ma? I didn't actually play this game, but I gave it 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were gonna chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it, y'all. So this one time he was leaning against the screen door, and the ship popped open, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess a thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless tool against wet grass. He never did watch Dark Knight on account of Juan trucking his bawling candy-ass Gareth to the hospital, but it's cool, I still got another watch in me. Wow. I already have a least favorite character. Capture log game, bro. It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. Yeah. Capture log magician's hat. You spend your final card on the magician's hat. Get funny glasses too. You don't have a free card in your Silodex, however you are able to merge the beagle post with the magician's hat to create a clever disguise. Wonderful. Wear disguise to fool Dad. John? Who's this John you speak of? You're quite certain there has never been, nor ever will be, Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. Though you are wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. Leave room. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fellow who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hollowed tombs of Egypt that it is not. You're not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such brazen assumption. How dare he not like harlequins and or clowns. Go downstairs. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch-nemesis, Betty Crocker, and the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined. What is... Ah! That just linked me to the Wikipedia page for Betty Crocker. Okay then. Admire harlequins. You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. Wow. I hate every character in this comic so far. Yes, I am going to hate him over not liking harlequins. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it. I can't categorically, at all times without exception. As domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that. Toss game bow into fire. Doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each Game Boy magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos. For big ups to Mother Earth, yo. Fondly regard cremation. You examine the sacred urn containing your departed now in its ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged Colonel Sassacre's. He never wants to talk about it. Topple urn! What is wrong with you? You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn. Ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You probably better clean it up before Dad finds it. Combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to be a clever disguise? Sir. Stop. Examine oversized gift. Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. Open large present. Okay, so we're just not cleaning up the ashes then. Oh, hell no. Excuse me. That's... Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, man. I'd kill for that, actually. Capture log ashes. First, you pop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. Having it in the middle of the floor sprawled out all akimbo like that struck you as unseemly. You capture log the ashes to your available card. Combine ashes with urn. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ashes back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it would have been tidier if you just used a broom and dustpan. Put urn back. No one will be the wiser. Except maybe for people with eyes. Go get fake arms again. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture log them. Looks like Pestachum is acting up again. Examine third and fourth walls of room. That sure is a room. Check Pestachum. Another one of your chums is messaging you. Tentacle therapist. I'm curious as to who this is. I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as Game Boy magazine. That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever. I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB. John? What? You're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You're typing to me right now wearing something ridiculous. No, why would you even think that? That's so stupid. Okay, why don't you go get the game from your father? Alright, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, JK, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha! I know, John. Go back downstairs. You can now execute that brilliant idea you have. They should be just enough frosting on the fake eyes. Arms to serve as an adequate adhesive. Attach arms to doll. Hee 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 hee. You don't care what Colonel Sassacre says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. And spent burnt paper on the floor. You put this back in the fire where it belongs. Throw present wrap in fire. As long as you're cleaning up. Capture log, doll. You can carry hefty items, but that thing is just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. Read Colonel Sassacre's text. Why am I annoyed every time I have to read something as if that's not just what I'm doing this entire time? The creepy crawlies. Hell's bells, you're having a mighty sporting time of it. Hold fast, my intrepid fellow pranksmiths. We've merely nickeled the mahogany of our japing chests. If I may direct the incisive ogle of your beagle puss to the wriggling regency of rubber bugs, plastic parasites, squirming serpents, pliable pests, and every such order and fills of creepy crawlies. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. In further exhibits, we shall dwell on artifice useful to your exploits. Is your these rod and reel handy? What about a bit of iron cord? It shouldn't prove elusive. Bring those writhing rascals to life, and set the nerves of some old maid to the wreck of Hesperus. So you have a bothersome aunt who never seems troubled to find ways of your sunny afternoon. A broad splintery fence, a bucket of whitewash perhaps, but by gum you'll fix her wagon. And what of that tawny gent who puts his lackadaisical lean near the Sarsaparilla font? You'll have that listless octoroon find the spring in his step just yet. You thought about consulting the text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now, but this text is way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decide to forget it. Reminds me of something else. Say, what I'm currently reading. Find Dad and retrieve mail. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts. A powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Where do you go? Go in the study. Doesn't look like he's in here right now. Examine father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your father's pipes, the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray capture log card. There's also a can of peanuts on the desk. Haha. Oh, Dad, you won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. Oh. Upgrade costume with hat from Hat Rack. You swap the magician's hat with the bowler hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. Combine second pipe with clever disguise. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a shabby roughhouse without a tooth neck. That is to say, he is a rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. Examine capture log card. Yes, this will be perfect for expanding the space in your Scylla capture log card. Ah! Play haunting piano refrain. Can I keep listening on the next page? No, I can't. Boo. Wait, can I? Ahaha! I'm clever. I can listen to music with the power of multiple tabs. Play 52 Pickup. You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you are alone in the room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid, look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there sure is getting a kick out of it. You are allergic to their scorn. Attempt to leave the house. You know, actually listening to this music gives it a strange vibe. I like it though. Ah, it's done. Okay. You go back into the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. Exit. You exit the house. Check mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You've already been scooped by your father. Homestuck. Ah. The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed. Say, a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 15th birthday, and as if all else preceding it, something feels missing from your life. The game presently eluding you is only the latest sleight of hand in the repertoire of an unseen whittler, one to engender a sense not of mirth, but of lack. His core schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It is a mystery dispersing altogether, like the moon's faint reflection, with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well, is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes little passions and increases great ones, as wind extinguishes candles and fans of fire. Walt Whitman. Yes, you're certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. Have a feeling it's going to be a long day. Leave a surprise for the mailman. No. See if your father left the mail in the car. The door is locked and your car... no, that's not words. The door is locked and your dad has the car keys. You peer in through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There's also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come in the mail? You don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take this stuff inside. Spy in the kitchen. Try to get a gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. It seems your dad has been doing so much baking, the glass has steamed up. God, he is so weird. But you can see what's on the table just beside the window. It looks like the mail is there. Included among it is a red package, some bills, your dad's PDA, and an envelope that appears to be suspiciously labeled with the Esper logo. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked. Go back into the kitchen. You have no other choice, you are going in. Clever disguise, it's time to work your magic. Enter. Why is the dad Slender Man? Well, that's rapid flashing, wow. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't know what you were even thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields a dreaded artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. There's only one way to settle this. Life. Treat the He's fighting his dad with a hammer over a birthday cake. Okay. Retrieve the package and flee to your room. Abscond. What does... You cannot abscond. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You'll need to engineer some sort of distraction. And now he brandishes yet another artifact of confection. This man is ruthless. You better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible. Equip the skies for defense. The Beagle Aegis absorbs the brunt of the treat. Looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as is usually the case. You take Pie Tin and unequip the Beagle Puss. Everything in your Silodex is pushed back a card. The smoke pellets are ejected from the deck. Yes, this could be just the distraction you were... Nothing happens. What a huge letdown. Take the cake. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory... Oh. A seed. I don't think any of these are words. I think these are Homestuck original words. That, or I just do not have a good vocabulary. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one who knows how to wield. Oscar Wilde. Wise words by a man who likely could resist everything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Sasuke's text out of your Silodex. Sasuke, you beautiful bastard. Now's your chance! Scond. Now that Dad is busy placating the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away. Take PDA. You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe later you'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. Your fair capture log card is forced out of the Silodex, and consequently integrated the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. Take package. This wood envelope is a pack addressed to you. Take envelope. You got the Esper Beta. Exit kitchen. Get cake on couch. You capture log the cake on the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. Combine the cakes to make a double-decker cake. You merge the 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Everything in your Silodex is smushed between the cakes. Why don't you think these things through first? Retreat upstairs. You pause at the juncture and head down the hall. You are going to need something to clean up the mess you are about to make by dissecting this cake. To the left is the bathroom, to the right is your dad's room. It is locked and you are forbidden from ever entering. He has secrets. Go to the bathroom and grab a towel. You enter the bathroom. You can see your backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is a swing set, which has provided you with years of joy. There's also a spring-mounted poker ride, which has been responsible for more than one painful injury, and has provided you with years of lament. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the rack to the side is a fresh towel. Remove PDA, envelope, and package from cake. You take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. You take the towel and clean off the extracted goods. Retrieve your items. The items force the manhandled cake into the toilet, and just like that, your Silodex is full again. God, this thing is annoying. Go to bedroom. Minor failure to launch poster. You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any heap of smoldering wreckage. This is your McConaughey wall, a shrine to an amazing actor. The film about that is a lot better than you think. You got us, Matthew. You're smooth talking. I'm not reading that. Woo, more conversations. Wow, that sounded very unenthused, even though I was actually excited about that. God and Gnostic, GG, began pestering ectobiologists, EB, at 1634. Hi, happy birthday, John! Hot. Hello? Okay, I'll talk to you later. God and Gnostic ceased pestering ectobiologists at 1656. Turn Tech Godhead began pestering ectobiologists at 1640. Hey, Gigi is looking for you. Why are you even so popular all of a sudden? Is today some sort of special occasion or something? Did you do something to curry favor with ladies? Did you break your leg on a puppy or some shit? Dude, what are you doing? Tech Godhead is now an idle chum. I discovered a comet that is going to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. Now I am famous, and everyone wants to talk to me a lot. No, stop. Just stop. Don't talk about your awful movies or make references to them. Your gross manbo crush on Matt McConaughey is an unsavory thing to behold. Oh, McConaughey. McConaughey. Don't even know how to differentiate the misspelling. Sounds like a noise a horse would make. I.e., dumb. Equally dumb, all those pictures of that clown you've got hanging up. Those are my dad's. I was talking about Nick Cage. Oh, what? No, man. Cage is sweet. So sweet. So lame. You don't even like him ironically or anything. This is like for real, isn't it? Ha ha ha. I do things I want. Hello. Welcome to Homestuck stream, new person. In the most meta way possible, earlier, someone I live with walked into the house. Which is, I'm referencing an earlier event in the comic of the protagonist's dad coming home and interrupting him. Anyways. Were you laughing at me?
I was laughing at you just said.
Hey! I am regrettably here now. Thank you for making the sacrifice of appearing in my stream to listen to me read Homestuck. I do things ironically sometimes. What about what I sent you for your birthday? No, those are awesome. What? No, they're stupid. Which was the joke? The ironic joke. Get it? Wait. You're actually wearing them, aren't you? I'm wearing them ironically, because they're awesome. The fact that they're ironic makes them awesome, and vice versa. Are you taking notes on how to be cool? Jesus, get a fucking pen. You do realize they touch Stilla's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point. Ew, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, speaking of which, did you get the mail? Yeah. Did there happen to be a package there? Yeah, there's a big red one. You should probably open it. I would, but it's trapped under the Esper beta, so I'll probably open it after I install the beta. Oh man, the beta came. Yeah, wanna play it? Haha, no way. Why not? Sounds so hell's a boy. Just get TT to play it. She is all about that. Where'd she go? Her internet's blinking in and out, I guess. Probably be back online soon. Oh, and Christ in the sidecar, are you still using the stack modus? Seriously, dude, you need to bone up on your data structures. That shit is just ridiculous. Okay, I will. Open browser and go to mspaintadventures.com. You decide to space out on the computer for a while before doing anything important. You open the Typheus web browser and direct it to what is indisputably the most amazing website ever created. Wow, how unbiased. MS Paint Adventures Midnight Crew. The new adventure's okay, but you're not sure if you like it as much as the last one. Install the Esper beta. You decide it's time for less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install the Esper beta. Esper beta 0.0.1. Skynet Systems Incorporated, all rights reserved. Esper client is running, waiting for server to establish connection. What the fuck is this? Bone up on data structures. You go to your closet, where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. Read Data Structures book. Data Structures for Assholes by Buckminster Funny Uncle. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. Jesus. Not sure you really want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring, and kind of ornery. Maybe you'll just check out that free modus instead. Get free fetch modus. You turn to the back inside cover, where free fetch modus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of a queue data structure, operating on a first-in, first-out method, rather than a first-in, last-out method of a stack. Apply fetch modus to Sylladex. Items capture-logged in your Silodex are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use the item on the bottom card and must wait for items on upper cards to be pushed back to it. For instance, the red package is now inaccessible. You can only use the razor at the moment. This doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems more inconvenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance, though. Switch back to stack modus. You suddenly wonder if this is even possible. You don't even remember if you ever had a physical card for the stack modus. You find this all to be a little abstract and prefer not to think about it too much. Put down razor. Put it down? You're not sure you understand. Pick up 2 items. You capture log one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all these latery pastries. Dead weight. Get over cake. The second cake causes the razor to launch out the front of the Silodex. Oh, good lord! That beautiful face! You wish the razor would have failed to launch. Get more stuff. You open your magic chest and capture log one of your favorite books of all time, Wise Guy by Mike Cadeney. There goes the fresh towel. Might as well grab those cuffs. You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Oh, god damn it. Open up the package. You examine the package. It is from one of your internet chums. It's bound in packing tape, though. You'll need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course, the razor. It's also simple. You wonder why you didn't get razor. Pick up package again. Let's take this from the top. Capture log glass shards. You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Silodex rains devastation on your room from above. And now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that again anytime soon. Oh my god. He is so bad at everything. You should probably go get that stuff before you forget. What does this look like to the neighbors? Just some random teenager throwing shit out the window. Use the razor on the red package. You open the package. There's something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one... held hostage briefly by Malkovich Cyrus the Virus while taunting hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the soot of a burning Vegas strip club by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Oh hey, an actually good gift! Check status of Vesper Beta. It looks like your computer is trying to get your attention. Look at monitor. Client has Vesper host users attempting to connect with you. Client has established connection with host. Press enter when ready. Check Pestotrum window. Show Pesto log. It looks like you managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm gonna try to connect. Whoa, okay, I just got the most awesome present. The rabbit? So sweet. I've heard tales of this wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically ensconced in the fold of my personal mythology by now. Haha, what? Why don't we focus on the matter at hand? Oh, the game. Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here? You're running the client application. I am running the server, so I am the host user. I have established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game. Oh, okay then. Why don't we get started? Ooh. Oh, that's a bop. I keep forgetting... Oh, wow. I keep forgetting that the music in this is good. So I've just arrived. It looks like a teenager with little sense and explosive pockets is a nerd about obscure movies. Yeah, that's basically what it is so far. Basically, he has a weird thing going on where, like, when he puts something in, it has to eject something if it's full and he can only use a specific thing. And now we're finally getting to, like, the game that he's been waiting to arrive. S-Burb. Mouse over the interface buttons. Ah! Select magic chest. Zoom out. Drop chest. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting a feel for the controls. Is my magic chest on the roof now? Yes. Sad face. I will try to be more careful next time. I love how just unbothered they are about the fact this game is just directly altering reality. Get the card. You find you're missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to your Sylladex. You can now opt for either the stack or cube modus anytime. You toggle between your fetch modi with gleeful abandon. Looks like your dad is leaving again for more baking supplies. Does that man just spend all of his time baking? Is that what this is? You'll leave half the house to yourself again, if only for a few minutes. You just hope he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof, or all the shit you threw out the window for that matter. Select stuff in yawn and move it back into room. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all that stuff outside my broken window and bring it in for me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks. No luck, it appears to be out of range. I'm guessing it is too far away from you, the player. Select John. You cannot select a player. John obscures the meddlesome cursor. Select Bunny. Put the bunny back in the box. Revise room. Open Finale registry. Deploy totem leaf. Examine totem leaf. I don't know what the heck this thing does, but it looks neat. Open grist cache. Oh, I should watch the animation first. Okay. It seems expanding the dimensions of your room will cost us some build grist, but deploying the leaf did not appear to incur any expense. It looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game. Wow, okay, what did they do? I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? It sounds fun. I don't think you can as the client. You'll need to install the server application. You should have received both in separate envelopes. I'm running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No. Once you install the server and establish a connection, I'm sure you will be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I might know where it is. Ah. Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It'll extend the range of the cursor and I can reach items, which you threw out the window for some reason? Good idea. What have you been doing here all afternoon? Anyway, I was fussing with my casually says a slur because this is Homestuck and they do that. Sylladex. But I think I have it under control now. What modus do you use? I like to use trees. Oh no, that sounds so awkward. It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they are elegant. Standing corner. Deploy quick shooter. Deploy alchemitter. Show pestalog. Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff in my house? Yes, 2 more large gizmos. Sweet. What is with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate a sort of system involving punch card-based alchemy. Huh. To what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game? That remains to be seen. Maybe you should go investigate? Get PDA. Serious business. I'm not reading all of that. You got the PDA switching back to stack mode so it is readily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile. No hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you mean Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open. It seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on various acquaintances. His fellow street performers, maybe? You guess the performing arts must be pretty serious business after all. Install Pesto Chum. This should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chums while you wander around the house. Oh, we're just stealing now. Okay. Go out to the balcony. Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I'm messaging from my dad's PDA. The one you threw into the yard? No, I'm telling you, it jumped out of my Silodex like a frightened weasel. What were you doing with it in the first place? I'm not sensing a lot of regard for the personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustration with your father manifests itself? What? No, those were all accidents. Please take your psychobabble elsewhere, miss. Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too? Oh man, see, this isn't cool, all this snooping nonsense. There's a cake in the toilet. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clean it up for you. Okay, if that will satisfy your weird OCD complex, then go ahead. My obsessive-compulsive disorder complex. Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. Sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at this enormous platformy thing you put on the balcony. Yeah... I don't know what I expected from it. Yeah. Fun ableism already. Only like a few pages in, relatively, considering this thing is long as fuck. Examine Alchemitter in a cautious manner. You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, you just decide to stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. Look through telescope. Look through telescope. It is a clear, sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report, at least not beyond the walls of your own home. Why is he pointing it directly at the sun? Grab the soiled toilet. Oh, you're just grabbing it. Whoops. Whoops. What? What was that noise? Is this something I should go investigate? Now I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. Investigate. Ah! Think I can patch it up? Just give me a little space. Why don't you go have a look at the crux shooter? The what? The thing I put in your living room. Hop down the hole. You jump down to the utility room. Get sledgehammer and cod. You take the sledgehammer and the capture log cod, combine the two, and quickly apply it to your strife specifice. You think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. It looks like another one of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. Answer, chum. Oh, wait. Show pesto log. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey. No, not yet. Dawn, are you sure? It was in a green box. Oh, yes, but it is in my dad's car and he is still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great. So what are you up to today? I'm up to my neck in this S-burb stuff. TT is making a royal mess of my house. Lol? What's S-burb? Oh, it's this game? It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? What was what? There's a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I will go outside and look. Oh man, I'll wait, but be careful, okay? I will. Might as well check out the crux shooter. Oh, hell no. Did you put this thing in front of a door? There's a door there? Yeah? I didn't see it. I just thought it fit nicely into that groove. You mean you thought it was elegant? Okay, well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Oh, fuck. When you turn the wheel, something seems to be pushing up from underneath the lid, but you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. Put bathtub in driveway. What are you doing? Connection lost. Jesus Christ. On the tub's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. You can see me, right? Tell me what is wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of the house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of chin and derision once already this evening. Haha, yeah, I hear you. Yes, cake, gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite a road to hoe there. Though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation. I know. What about going outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor signal? That presents the same problem. Also, it's raining, remember? And dark. Stock already? Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here on the East Coast. Its lurid gaze has moved on to younger time zones. Haha, okay. Hit Cook's shooter with sledgehammer. Need some help? Pick up sledgehammer. Oh. Well, that's certainly a thing that's happening. It's counting. What is this thing? And what is that clock counting down to? I've been looking at the game FAQ walkthroughs to find some of this stuff out. Hold while I read further. Okay. All these walkthroughs are extremely short. None progress much further than this point. Weird. Well, I mean it is a new game. True. Now that the lid is off, you'll need to extrude some cooksite. Turn wheel again. You extrude one cooksite dowel. Get cooksite. I feel like we should be hurrying. That countdown is making me nervous. John? Oh, your PDA is trapped under the cooksite now, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like you're going to need this card too. Deploy pre-punched card. Get card. A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and maims the holoquin. Oh, Jesus. Capture log fanciful holoquins. You take 2 fanciful holoquins. The additional useless weight pushes your PDA to the last card. You then switch to the Q mode so you can access the PDA. More glass shrapnel flies from the deck. Well, that's certainly something. This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That's probably the kernel's bite. It apparently needs to be prototyped twice, actually, whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you're the one with the curses, so just do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom. Drop main holoquin into kernel sprite. Oh. Oh, fuck yes. The kernel sprite has been prototyped with the holoquin doll. Still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook. That was only Tier 1 prototyping. There's still another tier to the prototyping process, which for all we know merely advances this entity through increasingly esoteric states of linguistics. The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery. This unmitigated poppycock? Extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platforming thing. The alchemitter? Try to learn the lingo. Use pre-punched card with the alchemitter. There's no slot for a card anywhere to be found on the alchemitter. The kernel sprite follows you upstairs. Explore Athenaeum. Acquiring a cooksite dowel seems to have populated the Athenaeum with one item, a perfectly generic object. Capture log telescope. He snatched a telescope from his tripod. Who knows, it might be useful. But more importantly, it pushes the cooksite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard over the neighbor's fence. Put cooksite on weird pattern on alchemitter. You place the cooksite dowel on the alchemitter's small pedestal. Something is happening. You set the alchemitter to cast three perfectly generic objects for some reason, expending a total of 6 units of bilgrist. These things look completely useless. What a waste! At the corner of your eye, you notice there's something in the sky. Switch modus and use telescope to inspect sky. You switch back to stack modus and get a closer look of your telescope. Whatever it is, the kernel sprite seems particularly agitated about it. Ah! Well, good work, comic, everyone. Everyone's about to fucking die in like 3 minutes, though. You know, astronomer, but its trajectory looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. High five, Colonel Spite. You figure you've left him hanging long enough. Attempt to ingest a unit of Bilgrist. It is tempting because they strongly resemble walking blue raspberry gushers. However, units of Bilgrist are a gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on the physical plane. There is apparently no crisis so imminent that will deter you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions. Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with your PDA this time? I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on Bilgrist. Revised bathroom. Run to your room and contact TT through Pester Chum. 2 chums have been trying to message you. Answer chums. I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on Bilgrist. Man, who cares about the bathroom? Now there's a meteor heading for my house. I see. Do you suppose it has anything to do with the game? I don't know. Maybe. What do I do? I think it's very likely the walkthrough vaguely suggests the walkthrough is vaguely suggesting an impending threat before they end. The already poorly constructed sentences become even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily and with a sense of alarm. Actually, the dedication to upgrading the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable. Wow! Fascinating. The media is a game construct. I think the only thing to do is to proceed and try to solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the life. It says that you can use the card on it, but it isn't more specific than that. Okay, I'll do that. Really, it is a labor to read this drivel. If I need to read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar. Well, it blows spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough. That is, after we make sure you don't die. Ableism. I heard you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting it to you. In my rough and tumble, dirty, wife-beaterly sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how many no-talent douches have their mitts on that bunny before you. It's like a grubby baton in some huge douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you? Oh man, the bunny was awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I'm playing Esper, and it's kind of a nightmare. TT is breaking everything in my house. Dude, I told you to steer clear of that game. And for that matter, you should probably wash your hands of flighty rods in this, knocking your shit altogether. Now there's a meteor coming, and I'm not even joking about that. It's like a big asteroid or comet or something in the sky, heading away from my house. Oh man, how big is it? I don't know. Big, I guess? I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm still alive and the earth isn't blown up. Like the size of Texas or just Rhode Island? They're always throwing around these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale, like it really means anything to us. But it's like, it's like it doesn't matter to. It's always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Oh yeah, how big is it? It's the size of Texas, sir. Oh shit. Or, how big is it? It's the size of New York, sir. Oh shit. Dude, I'm afraid the comet is the size of your momstick. Oh snap. Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter. Oh shit. Anyway, later. Use pre-punched card on totem life. You slip the pre-punched card into a slot on the totem life. Above, the tool arm deploys a configuration of chisels. Now you just need something to life. Take quick-sight to totem life. Cursing your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony for the quick-sight dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixture in his hallway. The perfect crime. You retrieve the quick-sight dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do some more baking. If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass. Use quick-sight dowel on totem life. You clamp the quick-sight in the life. Activate life. The life calls 1-1 totem. You take the totem. Alright, I used the life to make this blue shapey thing. Now I guess I take it back to the alchemist again? Hello? Tentacle therapist is no longer connected. A young lady is stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. This has severed her link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish a connection somehow. This young lady named... It's on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again? Flighty Pod. No, that wasn't it. Rose Lalonde. Examine room. Ooh, purple. Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, you are without electricity, although your laptop computer still functions on battery power. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature, you enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a fondness for the beastly strange and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. You also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess. And on occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. What will you do? Retrieve arms from the purple box. The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Writhe like a flagellum and puke on your bed. Ugh, what a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Stroke writing journal and mutter, my precious. It only resort to such embarrassing activity while no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only. Get violin. You capture log the violin, storing it in the root card of your Silodex. Play a haunting refrain on the violin. Okay, I'm gonna leave this tab open until she's done. Oh, 40 seconds. I can wait that long. It's approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time management skills there, sweetheart. Tell Liv Tyler you love her before impact. Oh, John. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear, sweet Liv. Oh, if only a Fleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn, blue-collar, salt-of-the-earth father, then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud. Capture log, knitting supply bag, Rose. You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card under the violin, per the Triomodus, the alphabetical sorting method. Actually, I feel I should specify at this point, the fact my username is Rose in some games is not a Homestuck reference. I did not know there was a character named that until now. Lookout window. Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below and the mausoleum housing your dead cat, Jaspers, who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthfully innocent request to hold a funeral for your animal. At least, that is how you have come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make a silhouette out a silhouette of the laboratory next door, a facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet connection. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house. Perhaps if you seek higher ground? Get laptop. You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Silodex auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items comprise the leaves. Interesting. Examine book on desk. Grimoire for summoning the zoologically dubious. This book is absolutely indispensable for the enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few. Take book. You take the grimoire. Okay, so far my conclusion is that Rose is the only good character. Go explore the house. You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. She must know how much you detest them, and there's no doubt in your mind she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you'll be able to connect from up there? Your mother's room is also in that direction. You'll have to watch your step. Tiptoe to observatory. You approach a juncture in the hallway. Beyond the juncture is the observatory. Sneak by. Impressive. Oh. This door leads up to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time. Go through door. The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend. Hurry up to that observatory. Try to connect. You first put your laptop down on the floor to get it situated, but removing it from the root card causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor. See what you can observe. You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can't take moments to peer through the huge telescope. You find a gap in the clouds. It seems a flurry of smaller meteoroids is streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it is somewhat disconcerting. Stack laptop on grid mode to maximize elevation. You'll need every advantage you can get. Access laboratory Wi-Fi network. There are several signals being broadcasted from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. You select the signal and reconnect to the game with John. Oh. I'm back. Hurry up and open my door. Not that it even matters. I think I'm dead no matter what. Patience, you still haven't used the new totem. I believe it will create the item on the punch card. So what is it, like an apple or something? What good will that even do? We'll see. I found no evidence that anyone has successfully created the item, and the content of the card seems to be a variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy-looking thing. Do we have enough of those building jewels to make it? According to the Athenaeum, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance in my view. Now off you go. Move door from hinges. There goes the rest of your bill, Gerst. Put back to back. Probably should have just done this in the first place. Take totem to alchemitter. Got to get those stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel Sprite is getting awfully worked up about all this. Remove blocks. Store the perfectly generic objects in your formula wedge street, potentially to be deployed at a later time. Take a bite of apple. Oh, it's like Christianity. How many acts are there to this thing if this is the end of Act 1? End of Act 1. Yeah. I'm wondering how many acts there are. Can I check? Does it have a list? No. It doesn't seem to. Wait, map. Act 1. Ah. Right, I think it's because I'm on new reader mode. I'm Googling it. I want to know. How many acts in Homestuck? What is one of the first pop-ups a wiki for how to read Homestuck? I don't want... Okay, over 8,000 pages. Cool. How many acts are there? That's what I'm asking. Alright. Whatever. It's complicated, I guess. Years in the future, but not many. A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in the sun-bleached dust. It's painted venture. 2. Oh. Esper Beta walkthrough by Tentacle Therapist. Caveats and condolences, walkthrough incomplete. Be inclined to dispense with the trite even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, I'll forgo the inscrutable ASCII banner, which typically heralds a striking free-fall of these documents. Also resist the urge to brandish any copyright marks or the particular neurosis that concerns itself with the theft of the utterly mundane. I'll allow other deranged prospectors to stake claims on their worthless plots as the woods burn around them. My introduction will be sparse. There will be no majestic prose blustering into the sails of a galleon as we embark on this voyage together, nor there will be any ham-fisted prose whispering its slims under a bed-sheet like a ghost. For that matter, I won't set the stage or dim the lights. The mood, you will see, will be set soon enough. Since you are reading this, chances are you have installed this game on your computer already. If this is true, like many others, you have just participated in bringing about the end of the world. Don't beat yourself up about it. There's never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now, as I type and as you read. I have come to understand that we were always doomed for our collective ignorance, and are forever doomed by those few who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you'll be among the smaller subject of the latter who are successful. What I mean is, while that game you installed is just one more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's crypt, it is also your only hope to live. I am presently faced with the same conundrum as you, and though I speak with more experience, my own outcome is far from assured. I will play the game, as much of it as there is to play, and record my findings here. If you want to live, you will do as I instruct. My condolences. T.T. Damn. I knew, like, end of the world stuff happened, but I didn't know exactly how. Is that a stock photo? Sorry. Not gonna lie, John's house is just my dream house at this point. But, whatever. Oh hey, his dad gets to live. Because he was in the house. That's nice. And now we're in the abyss. Wonderful. The kernel divides. The two halves go their separate ways, leaving behind the sprite portion. Boy. What is left of the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment you thought you heard someone say boy, as if whispered in the periphery of your awareness. It was probably just your imagination, though. You there, boy. It's like this. What the? What? To walk around, use the mouse arrow keys or WASD keys. Click on various objects to open command menus for them. Okay, I didn't know it was multimedia to... Damn. Boy, quit all the scurrying around. So the last time, this boy's name is John. Fine, John, return to your quarters. You go back up to your... Wow, that looks messier than my room. You go back up to your bedroom, tiptoeing around this weird petroleum-based sludge. Now, John, respond to your friend unit. Show Pestalog. John? Are you there? Tentacle Therapist is now an idle chum. Hey, yeah, I'm here. I'm not dead, I think. I know, I've been watching you scramble through the house like a lunatic. You should have answered me sooner. Oh man, sorry, I was looking around for my dad and I can't find him anywhere. Have you seen him? No, I'm sure he'll turn up. We have more important problems to address right now. Yeah, like, where am I? I don't know that either, but I've determined... Wow, wait, you don't give a fuck about his dad, okay then. I don't know that either, but I've determined your neighborhood was destroyed by the meteor. Wherever you were transported, it saved you from the impact. I've been reading reports in the news. Over the last few days, there have been many smaller meteor collisions with people's homes around the world. They seem to be getting bigger. Yours was the biggest they've identified so far. Wow, okay. So then I guess if this is all the game's doing, then the point is for us to save the world? Perhaps. Then we better get moving and and figure this game out. Yes, but wait. We should retrieve your PDA, but again, it'll help you keep tabs on each other. It will help to keep tabs on each other while you investigate. I think I can get you closer to it if I can replenish our grist supplies somewhat. There may be a way to recycle some of what we already used. Okay. I'll meet you out on the balcony. Wait, Rose, one thing. What? You never even wished me a happy birthday. Hello? I was working on something to send you, but I was running late with it. I didn't want you to think I believed meager well wishes alone would suffice for the occasion. That said, happy birthday, John. Haha, oh geez, that is silly. Anyway, thanks. Rose is the best character. I already have a favorite character. I mean, I promise it's not biased just because I like roses, and Rose is one of the go-to names I have in various video games, but she's wonderful. First, take the fabric item on the floor there. The towel? Why? Oh, well, you're the boss. You capture all the towel. What now? Do as the purple text says. To the balcony. John makes his way to the balcony per your awkwardly worded request. Wait, take that, the blue wobbly thing. You whimsically decide to capture all of the totem which was used to create the apple tree earlier. John, recycle the grits as was dictated by your cohort. Ugh. John cannot do anything with the grist as of this moment. That is up to the Esper player. I see. Yes, that will suffice. Rose deletes the perfectly generic objects. 6 units of build grist are restored to your grist cache. Rose expends the grist to drag a new plank from the balcony in the direction of the PDA. As I am quite partial to verbose characters, I do agree. Yeah. Honestly, she kind of reminds me of you, but slightly worse in that she says slurs. John, when cross precarious platforms swiftly. John isn't sure about that. It's a long way down. Boy, I said make haste with the narrow catwalk. John is very nervous about the idea, and the strident tone of your commands is starting to make him a little upset. Fine, proceed as your level of comfort dictates. You cautiously walk within range of the PDA. Rose retrieves it. Now take it. You got the PDA, launching one of the holocron figures into the night. You can kiss that one goodbye. Just one next command will suffice, thanks. It looks like you're not the only one trying to locate your father after the disaster. Salvage as many hats as is practical. Neighboring house struck by flaming projectile and light of fire hazard, evacuating house of all expensive garments. These boring men are uninteresting. John, are you okay? You seem a bit tentative. I'm fine, I guess. Since I got here, I feel compelled to do these weird things I don't really want to do. By some kind of voice that I can't really even hear. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Perhaps the early symptoms of an anxiety disorder, like post-traumatic stress? Yeah, maybe, who knows? Well, if you can pull yourself together, there are a few more things we could try. Like prototyping the kernel sprite again, if possible. We should hurry. My laptop battery won't last forever. Okay, I will go back inside. Wait, should, not could. Hello, Saoirse. It's just saying hello to my dog who's entered the room. And now the chair. If I remember correctly, Homestuck originally, when it was still running, had, audience input, right? So that's probably what the voices he's talking about are. No, don't do that. Hop off this ledge onto that car. What? No, that sounds incredibly dangerous. I'm just being a pest. Which turnip truck did you tumble out of anyway? Who are you? Years in the future, but not many. An unsealed tunnel welcomes hot desert air into its stagnant depths. Boy. You there. Boy. Huh. did I think clicking that would work? It's not a real website. An examination of the basics. Upon connecting with the client user, you, the server user, will be met with a control panel allowing you to manipulate your co-player's environment. You'll find that you're allowed to deploy 4 items at no expense. 3 of these are rather large machines, and 1 is a punch card. It's rather possible that you've already deployed some of these items before reading this. If that is the case, and you have activated the machine called the quick shooter, such that it displays a countdown, you must proceed to section A100 of this walkthrough immediately. The life of your client user depends on it, and if your co-player has activated this device in your environment too, then yours does as well. But if not, please refrain from doing anything with the quick shooter, aside from merely deploying it. This will buy us some time to think things through properly, and to go over the basics of the game before you find your soft, easily punctured head in the jaws of the lion. As mentioned, there are 4 items to consider, each playing a role in a process which appears to have a singular purpose: to manufacture objects out of thin air. The designers of the game, judging by the language used, regard this process as a sort of alchemy. This may allude to complexities in the production process yet to present themselves. But for now, the variety of objects you are able to create remains quite limited. The items in question are the quick shooter, again, tread lightly with this one, the totem lathe, the alchemitter, and the pre-punched card. I'll describe how these devices work in conjunction with each other, and I'll use the analogy of having a key made at a hardware store to help you understand. First, deploy all of these objects in convenient proximity to each other. Be sure not to block doors or pathways with them. You can always revise the dimensions of rooms to make space for them, but I advise against this, or even experimenting with the function. Doing so comes at the expense of bilgist, a commodity which appears to be at a premium at the onset, and one you're best advised to save for later. The quick shooter. Removing the lid signals the moment your life becomes great whirling batshit pandemonium, somewhat resembling the chaos of an racism. Somewhere, a soothed uncle deliberately shatters china on the floor. Oh god. I'm not reading that bit. But aside from that, it marks the beginning of the process I am about to describe. The countdown begins, yes. Also, an entity called the kernel sprite is released, but neither of these things are all that relevant to this process, to my knowledge. More on these things later. What is relevant is the unlidded quick shooter's ability to dispense cruciate dowels. It will dispense at least 1, though I suspect it is capable of producing more, given parameters I'm not yet familiar with. In my key-making analogy, these dowels represent the uncarved pieces of metal which the hardware store employee retrieves from a drawer or rack and sets about carving into a key. The 2 following items are needed to do the carving. The pre-punched card. It is a simple Siladex card containing an item. There is evidence to suggest the specific item it contains is variable from session to session. The card I deployed contained a blue apple. Yours may be different, it shouldn't matter, hopefully. Additionally, the card, as you may guess, is punched, like one used with antique computing systems. The pattern of holes comprises data, which I believe corresponds to the instructions for creating the item the card contains. That is, pre-punched suggested there was a way to punch an unpunched card, possibly imprinting it with the data for the item it contains, though no mechanism for this has presented itself yet. But the data on the card cannot be used to create the item directly. This is a middleman. There is a middleman. That middleman is the totem lathe. Totem lathe. This is essentially the key carving machine. It will carve your cruxite dowel, a pattern of grooves and contours, the sort which makes a key unique. The instructions for this pattern are supplied by the punch card, which is inserted into the lathe pre-activation to configure its chisels. Once the dowel is carved, you have a totem serving as your key, which can then be used to unlock the card item through the alchemitter. But at this point, I will diverge from my key-making analogy and switch to a barcode analogy, which is not a terribly strenuous leap to make, since the concepts of a key and a barcode are essentially the same, one being a unique pattern of grooves, the other of varying black lines. The alchemitter. If you place a crucite dowel, carved or uncarved, on the alchemitter's small pedestal, its robotic arm will scan the contours with a laser, hence the barcode analogy. This is the machine's way of reading the data originally imprinted from the card and transforming that data into a physical object. though typically this is not done without expense, I believe. An uncarved dowel results in the creation of a perfectly generic object, which is a seemingly useless green cube. It costs 2 units of build grist to make, and I do not advise you to waste resources on it. There appears to be many other varieties of grist, ostensibly used in combinations to create different sorts of items, which possibly offers some insight into the game's use of the term alchemy. But quite conveniently, there is an exception to this. Creating the item on the pre-punched card costs nothing. This is good because creating this item turns out to be essential. Now that you know this, you can in your own time begin the process. Once you initiate it, naturally there is no going back, so best to be prepared. But you probably shouldn't drag your feet too long. As I mentioned earlier, this is your only means of escape. Once you're ready, be prepared to follow the steps in the next section swiftly. So your quick shooter is ticking. Do this to live. Probably, I'm not sure how long it'll take to finish this, but my plan is to finish this act and then end stream. If it's not, I don't know how long it's going to be though. In the distance, meteorites fall with greater frequency. The fire in the forest burns so hot, not even the rain is putting it out. Check status of battery. Your laptop battery is all right for now, but it won't last for long. If the power in the house doesn't come back on, you can think of one last resort. The small backup generator stored behind the mausoleum. Prototype sprite with Betty Crocker box. What? Oh man, you're gonna use that? That sucks. What a stupid idea. You have to hurry along. I'm running low on battery power. But the cake mix... Oh, that's so dumb. I doubt it matters. You might as well just use any old crap lying around. Fine, I guess. The sprite is playing hard to get, because that's what you get for originally prototyping it with something that engenders mischief and pranksterism. Do the potted vegetable instead, it looks delicious. Pipe down, this is Rose's decision, not yours. Prototype sprite with Sanskrit text. Oh yes, sweet, now we're talking. See if you can distract it, I'll try to sneak up on it. John, play about in a distracting manner. The sprite finds a distracting manner in which you flail about to be rather distracting. The pesky sprite eludes you again, not even the great Colonel himself can outfox it. And narrowly missing with your attempt to create the Colonel sprite, you drop the massive tone. The entire house rattles under the astonishing girth of the book. In the other room, Nana's ashes dump onto the sprite, which is caught unaware by the dowsing. Inspect Hag Ash Incident. You find the sacred urn has toppled again. This time you're quite sure it wasn't your fault. The sprite is nowhere to be found. Move quick shooter from doorway. Aw man, where'd it go? I can't find it anywhere in the house. No time to worry about it. The next thing you should do is get your server copy of the game from the car. Use it to connect to my client so I can repeat your steps and presumably join you wherever you are. You should probably do this before my house burns down. What? There's a fire? There will be soon. Oh jeez, so move this thing already. Looks like it requires a lot of grist to move, and I don't have enough to relocate the door either. How much do you have? 0. Oh. I thought about jumping to the car from the ledge earlier, but that sounds really dangerous. I have a better idea. Meet me upstairs. Do as purple words say. You're about to head upstairs, but you thought you heard something behind you. It was a faint, but you could swear it was a small, light-hearted chuckle, along the lines of a spirited hoo hoo hoo. Ignore this woman's antics. You're not sure you even saw a woman, let alone any of her hypothetical antics, but whatever it was you might have caught a glimpse of, it sure gave you the willies. You head upstairs on your way to the balcony. Your PDA is acting up again. Indulge the device, but be curt with it. Hey bro, check it out, I'm working on some new rhymes. Dude, I don't have any time for your nerdy raps. Come on, this is Hellsville. Just listen. Sounds like you don't believe me that I was about to get blown up, but I really was, and now I'm in some weird dimension that Espo sent me to or something, and on top of that I think I'm being haunted by my dead grandma. Huh? For real? Yeah, it's true, but I'll talk to you later about it. I think I could drop some sick lines about all this. Man, see, I just don't think all this rapping stuff is really as cool as you think it is. No, this will be dope. Check it out. No, I have to go. Bye. Wait. Armageddon's getting waged on us, but Armageddon armed and dangerous, sending men in space for saving us. See which player is more courageous. Then, God, how long is that? Okay. Venom Bruce dudes reach the truce. Put up their blow shoots to use and suck it. A flex sacrifice. We'll have to slice. Fuck it. We'll be a stained glass saint up on a cross getting hella Christ This is nearly unreadable. See, you'll have to fill me on what's going on, so I have something to rap about besides all your dumb shit movies. Not strange poetry from the red text. You head out to the balcony to find out what Rose has in mind. She is messaging you again. The purple text is less irrational than the red text. So pestalog. I'm lifting the car up to the balcony. Whoa, okay. Once it is up, we'll shoot the game, then I'll put it back down on the driveway. But the door is locked. Didn't break a window. But it's my dad's car. It's just a window, and this is sort of an emergency. Otherwise, I promise I'll handle the car with velvet gloves. Alright. Pick up car. Connection lost. Oh god. Is Rose just gonna die immediately? Ridiculous folly, inexcusable. You're inclined to agree, but hey, accidents happen. You double-check your PDA to make sure if Rose is really gone. Indeed, this seems to be the case. TG is still pestering you, of course, but another charm is now logged in as well. What color are the words that this chum says? I'm back. Oh, hi. I went to investigate the explosion I heard. Was it by any chance a meteor? Yes, how did you know? Oh man, it's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did you blow up your car or start a fire or anything? No, I'm fine. It landed a pretty good ways from my house, and I went to look at it. It's pretty big. But Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I came home. He seems to think it's dangerous. Well, gosh, he's probably right. Anyway, what have you been up to, John? Oh, did you get my package yet? Yeah, I was trying to get it, but Rose dropped my car into a weird, spooky bottomless pit, and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that. Oh no. Wow, okay, I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood. That's terrible, John, I'm so sorry. But I'm okay, and my house is too, sort of. The game I was telling you about, Esper, which I was playing with Rose, sort of transported me somewhere at the last minute. But now I'm trapped here, and it's weird and dark, and I can't find my dad, and I just lost the car, my copy of the game in the pit, and I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse. Well, it sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but it also sounds kind of exciting. I don't know, John, maybe this is your destiny. If anyone can save the world, I think it's probably you. Wow, you think so? Yes. Well, okay, but it's not even that simple. I was about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from meteors and fire and stuff, but she lost battery power and I lost the game disc, so I think I have to get TG to use his copy and save her, but that jackass won't shut up about rapping and stuff. Ha ha ha, he's so silly. Yeah, anyway, I should go talk to him about it. So BRB. The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again. When the film crews... Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, people weren't lying. This webcomic sure can racist. Stop rapping for a second. You horse's ass. I have something important to talk about. What's up? Rose is in trouble and she needs help. I was going to connect to her with Esper, but I lost my copy. Okay. Also, she lost battery power. She can get back up and running. She'll need someone with the game to get her out of there before her house burns down. So I think you should use your copy of the game to help her. My copy? That's going to be tough. Why? I lost it. It's a stupid story and I'd rather not talk about it. Shit me embarrassing, you know. Thought you said you had two? Well, yeah, one was my brother's copy. Okay, we'll get his then. I'll play it, but he's not going to be happy about that. Whatever. Also, you might want to read Rose's walkthrough to get up to speed on this. Oh man, what? Nothing really. Look, all I'm saying is the girl tends to lay it on kind of thick, you know. Rolls eyes. Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to that backup generator. Nick, laptop cozy to shield your laptop from the rain. That would be such a waste of time. Besides, you already did one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. You capture log the laptop plus cozy. Equip grimoire to strife specialist. That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces you just don't want to mess around with. You understand this better than most. You put the book down. Recapture log your items. You have the knitting bag and the grimoire in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree modus. The tree auto-balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Locate knitting needles to strife specialist. You feel a lot more comfortable with this as a weapon. You're so handy with those needles, you feel like you could probably use them to fillet a swordfish. You lose the root card in the process, severing the tree. Hey, be careful with all that stuff. Knit plush cuddle food to soothe nerves. That would also be a preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. There are however many specimens of the zoologically dubious you're familiar with, such as consult the grimoire. Flufulu, foul patrician of misery. To hear his mammoth belly gurgle is to know the epoch of joy has come to an abrupt end. And, oh god, Nubliglyph, shame beast king of grotesquerie, live lord of the moist beyondhood, hearing his melodious chirps and tongue clicks causes one's bones to explode. And of course there's Oglogoth, the deep one. Wherever he grinds his teeth, all the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuously for a 9,000-year span. He is the first and smallest of the smaller gods, appointed in servitude of a vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods which cases to the winds of noble circle of horror tenders, an omniscient, omnipotent order of the elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the furthest ring. Hey. And then there's the strange page containing some rather mysterious notes on summoning procedures. You're never quite sure what these diagrams are getting at. Take items and proceed downstairs. You recapture log everything the way you want it to appear in the tree and head downstairs. You figure that's enough dilly-dallying. Time to get a move on. You wonder if this rain will ever let up. It's driven since the month began, perhaps long enough to forget its purpose. It no longer even... No, I wasn't surprised at the Lovecraft parody, given the type of person he was. Yeah. It no longer even knows to a sewage fire. Somewhere a zealous god threads these strings between the clouds and the earth, preparing for a symphony it fears impossible to play. And so it threads on, delaying the rays of the conductor's baton. How you hate this season. April is the coolest month, breeding lilacs out of dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. American sports legend Charles Barkley. Confront mother in hall. Surely your mother is lurking nearby. You should be prepared for an unpleasant confront. What? There's like this really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill, like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. A cool dude like this probably has a real cool name, but he probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. He'd be way too cool for that. Busy being totally sweet, but you could always try to guess his name, and if you were right, he might nod ever so slightly. That's a cool dude's way of letting you know there might just be hope for you yet to name. Insufferable. This dude doesn't have time for that sort of bullshit. Try again. Dave Strider. Oh, this guy. Examine room. Your name is Dave. It is an unseasonably warm April day. Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably even more cranked would be your fly beats, which brings us to your variety of interests. A cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spitting out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. You collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You're an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles. And if the inspiration strikes, you don't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a morpho and represent. What will you do? Quickly retrieve arms from Cinderblock. Nah. Get the damn beta and save your friend's life. This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life, and in any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. You've labeled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your brother's copies, who labeled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has taken any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you let that get in the way of your campaign of upmanship. Bleed like a goat and piss on your turntable. You never consider allowing any fluid, even remarkably resembling union, to touch your beloved turntables. That would risk breaking them, and a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you'd want any part of. While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. That sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies with stupid idiots. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for ironically humorous purposes at a later date. Examine closet. This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap. Like that box, and that bottle of... what is that? Is that... Check the blue box. This is the package that your friend John Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. Now it contains nothing except for a note and a certificate of authenticity vouching for the John Ewan Hollywood memorabilia which the box originally contained, which you are now wearing to be ironic, but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also contains a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet, proudly and ironically. Oh my god. Take box. You capture log the box for your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2 and each vowel at 1. The total is divided by your number of cards, and the remainder is the index. The box is capture logged in card 5. That is needlessly complicated. Examine jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet. Oh, hell yes, it is an unopened container of apple juice. Thought you were all out. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You've got to tell John about this immediately. He'll be so excited. Take juice. You capture log the juice into card 7. Access Pastor Chum and Pastor John. In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it. In your own cool, sort of roundabout way, of course. Good thing you looked at that box he sent you, or you might have forgotten. You also might as well ask him about that beta. The kid's been hopping about it for weeks. It'd be cool if it came on his birthday. He'd be one happy camper. Oh, it's the one from before. Go online and view sites indicative of your interests. You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog where you post monthly satirical reviews of Game Boy magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've been sort of dodging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. That is coding for you. I mean, coding is less needlessly complicated than whatever this guy has going on, I think. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained for a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It's called Sweet Bro and Hello Jeff. Oh! I saw that was an option to look. Jeez, okay, I'll look at this later. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona's sincerity, which is just how you like it. Dave, check the latest page of the Midnight Crew. You figure as long as you're chilling out at your computer, you might as well see how that new MS Paint Adventure story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. Midnight Crew. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity. Your schemes, convoluted. You are planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? Use Occam's razor on plans and schemes. Spade's Slick uses Occam's razor to carve a circular hole into the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place. Climb ladder and exit hideout. Implement nefarious plots. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable jackass has parked your getaway van on top of it. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that'll make a man totally justified in sporting an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades. Skip ahead 100 pages or so. You don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. Looks like tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate that the tipping point may have been ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup. Save your place, read it later. Even though the adventure began recently, it's already over 3,000 pages long. Just don't have time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is. Answer Chum. In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign of disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality. What? Oh no. No, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I'm sort of a big deal, okay? I know. Sometimes I wonder if you're ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing odd voices. It's that guy who has a blog. Seriously, dudes be worshipping me left and right. I can hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the posh. Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of differential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the Arc of Parkour to your unique environment would help? Yeah, I mean, damn. There's this scruffy little shit at my feet, an orphan or something, I don't know, face flush on the pavement. I'm like, dude, you listening to the Stampede Buffalo or something? He bears a look at me, gives my shoe a little kiss, and scares the fuck off. Heavy as the crown. Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess. Breathtaking magnanimity. Among other things, I just give and fucking give. Indeed, near your gem tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just lobbying for me to play that dumb game. Baseless accusation. Look, I am telling you, Egbert is all about that game. He will play it with you and probably be tickled stupid about it. I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however. Yeah, I'll hassle him some more about it. And look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play it. Will that make you happy? Well, that's convenient. More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry. John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing. Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is facing out. But a vague and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Maybe it is that bumping sound coming from the other side of the door. What is that? A thick, unpleasant fluid pools from beneath the door. Troubling. Investigate this. There is a trail of this fluid in the hall leading to your room. Play some hauntingly sick beats. Had enough of... switching over to Dave again, okay. Had enough of the computer for a while. You feel like you've been messing around on it all week. It's time to get your jam on. You pull up to your trusty AKAI MPC 1000 sampler and prepare to get sick nasty. Ah. gifted musically. This actually looks fun to play around with. I'll do that some other time, maybe. Take sip of the apple juice, despite what John said. Those beets were so fresh they belong in... They really... They really were! Those beets were so fresh they belong in the produce aisle, is what you're talking about. Soccer moms be thumping that shit for ripeness like melons, know what I'm saying? After beets that fresh, it would be a crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory swig. So much of this man's dialogue is just, you can't be saying that, white baby. Like, God. Can't do it. John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about is Randall's gross monster piss. Damn you, Egbert. You recapsulate the juice. Allocate sword to Shy Specibus. Your Shy Specibus is already allocated with the Black Kind's Abstractus. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it is in your stripe deck, but you'll have to capsulog it first before moving it there. Capsulog sword. The ninja sword, math, occupies the same card as the juice, expelling the juice from your Silodex. Flashes all over your turntables and your copies of the beta. Ugh. Get a towel or something. You'd have to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. You glance at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection, nod in approval. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? No, you think not. Finally someone with taste! You enter the bathroom. There's a damp towel on the floor you can probably use for this crisis. You stop to pay a little respect to one of your bro's boys up there. Hey, little man, how's it hanging? Capsulog damp towel. You take the damp towel, expelling the box. Search the bathroom for something slightly less damp. Now you decide to bring this towel out into the toilet to make it less damp. It is now just a towel. Take a towel. Take the towel and grab the box again while you're at it. Clean up the juice. You clean up the juice with the towel and hang the damp beta envelopes on your line to try off. Oh no. In the breeze of the fan, the betas jostle near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fell out, it sure would be a stupid way to lose them. Turn off the fan. The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it will ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. That beta is as good as yours forever. You should probably go pester Egbert again. You wonder if he found the beta yet. He might also chat about your respective Silodices and fetch modi if the topic happens to come up. You wonder if he is anywhere near as smooth with his Silodex as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible, but... Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies in the open window and snatches the beta, possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole. You yell at the bird. That is not how I expected them to be lost. Okay, then. Stop! Sword. Accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all. Oh my god. No one can ever know about this. Look out window. Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry for the bird, but at least you never planned... What? Not using that beta ever. Anyway, now that bit of ugliness is behind you, you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your room. Whoa, wait, what? Wizard. Okay, back to Rose's perspective. I feel like I'm going to have to, like, take notes to keep track of everything. My god. You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You're standing eye to eye with a familiar foe, a 20-foot-tall granite statue of the mighty wizard Zazapan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with a heavy-duty crane. Just look at that mystical gaze. To peer into those aloof glass-in eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal. To behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows of that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewilderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of the whisker shall surely have all his dreams fulfilled. You find this grisly abomination utterly detestable. Psychoanalyze mother's love of wizards. There is nothing to psychoanalyze. Your mother clearly has no affinity for those damnable things. She only collects them to spite you. If anything, she finds them even more repellent than you. She's just a committed woman. Now, I fear any notes you made on this game, like webcomic, will be cursed. Yeah, that's why I need to make them. Is there a note? There should be I should be allowed to make notes just on this. I will possibly make notes in the form of a Tumblr post after this, who knows. Go downstairs to the kitchen back door. You descend to the living room area of your home's expansive open layout. Squid Princess. Cool. Sorry. You descend to the living room area of your home's expansive open layout. There's the sound of rushing water beneath the floor. It tends to strike guests as a strange presence in a living space, but it becomes hardly audible to you through familiarity. There's the front door, but hopefully there's no need to make the law trek around the house in the rain. You might as well see if you can slip through the kitchen and out the back unnoticed. View mother's solid copper vacuum statue. Okay, but it's bronze, not copper. But it wasn't always. A while ago you gave this as an ironic gift to your mom for Mother's Day. You even customized it with a drink holder to support one of her ubiquitous alcoholic beverages. She liked the gift so much she had it bronzed and put on this pedestal. She even left it plugged in so it can still be turned on now and then, but never to do any cleaning. It never leaves this display. Sometimes at night when you're in your room, you can hear it wailing downstairs. She must know you can hear it. She's completely deranged. Grab the Eldritch Princess. Fuck yes! It's too big to capture launch. Not that you'd want to move it anyway. The pretty princess doll has been sitting there for months, ever since your mother got this abomination for your birthday as a totally passive-aggressive gesture. You decided to make it much less abominable by knitting Her Majesty a new head and new arms. Now it brings a mischievous smile to your face whenever you walk by. Your mother hasn't removed the doll yet, and probably never will. She would never be the one to blink first. Acquire umbrella for protection from elements. You're gonna have a hell of a time accessing that card when you need it. You guess you'll just across that bridge when you come to it. How much would a copper vacuum cost? I don't know. A lot, probably. Vacuums are already a price. I don't know. Peek inside kitchen. The liquor bottles are out in full force. Mom is surely nearby. Investigate richly colored object in middle of screen. That would be your refrigerator, whose services have customarily served as the battlefield for a chilly siege of passive-aggressive one-upsmanship. This was a drawing you did of your cat Jasper's when you were younger, along with a poem about it. Your brother bought this ostentatious $15,000 frame for it and had it welded to the door. Using the colorful magnet letters, you recently left a succinct message, which may or may not have been directed to anyone in particular, but you couldn't find the letter W, so you just stuck two V's together. Shrew. Your mother then purchased a fresh pack of W's and left them there for your convenience. Appreciative of the thoughtful gesture, you left her a sincere thank you note, which you had legally notarized and then marked with a drop of blood. But part of it was touching the floor, so your mother was kind enough to lift the lower portion of the document with a velvet pillow. Attach a W to face as a fake mustache. This is incredibly silly, and you're not sure how it fits into your campaign against your mother, or getting your computer back online to escape your doom. But it's hard to resist getting a little silly sometimes, especially when you are absolutely positive no one is watching. This is a household for the faint. It is, and I love it. Capture log W. But that unsightly void in the W pack won't do, nor will the gash in the plastic. You deposit 12 cents in its place, which is your approximation of the letter's value. You also make a vow to return later and neatly sew the plastic shut. Think of ways to one-up Mother. You wonder how to adjust the pillow situation. It seems the woman has you at a clear disadvantage. Perhaps slipping a fresh doily under the pillow will do the trick. Maybe spilling a bit of Worcestershire sauce on it, and then having it dry cleaned and returned with a laboriously ingratiating apology note. No, there's no time for anything like that. Or maybe, just thinking out loud here, you could use the entire pack of W's as M's. Oh yes, that would burn. But you've already done something with that W pack, and there's no need to go back and gild that lily. This is delicate business, and that pillow is screaming for a rebuttal. Capture log velvet pillow. You decide to take the velvet pillow and lovingly embroider a poem in praise of motherhood on it. Hopefully you can pull this off before she notices it's gone. But it causes your tree to become badly unbalanced. It will surely auto-balance itself in a moment. Just like that, the umbrella becomes accessible on the root card. That's one of the things you love about the tree modus. The happy surprises. Head out the back door. Okay, enough's enough. Time to go. Yag! Mom jump scare. You don't know how she does that. You're never safe in this house. Of all the things to be doing during a power outage, it's up to her ironic housewife routine again. That mop bucket doesn't even have any water in it. What an absolute madwoman. Hop over counter, landing in a wall. This bird's gotta fly. You fool. Lousy goddamn stupid wizards. Meanwhile, in the past again. That's not how time works. You're almost done patching up the hole in your window with gaffer tape. But it's sort of hard to get any work done when people keep pestering you all day. You guess you better get that. Oh my god. Hi, Dave. Hey, sup? Not much sup with you, bro. Hehe. Haha, good one. It's alright, being chill, I guess. You know how it goes. Great, feeling cool today, Mr. Cool Guy? Oh man, you know how it is. So cool. You know shit is ice cold up in here. Shit is wicked bananas, I'm telling you. Ha! So you talked to John today? Yeah, we were just talking a while ago about how he sucks at his Sylladex. Can you believe he uses Stack? That kid is ridiculous. Lol, well that doesn't sound like much fun. What was it you use again? Wait, never mind. I forgot whenever we talk about your goofy motives, I get a migraine. What do you... Wait. Long voice. I forgot whenever we talked about your goofy motives, I get a migraine. What do you want with Sean? I want to tell him happy birthday and ask about his birthday package. Oh yeah, I was being sort of cagey and told him to check the mail because I was wondering if mine came yet. I think it did, yeah. And I think mine came too. So, I guess you want to know if he likes it or something? No, he will not open it. He will lose it. Oh, well, sorry to hear that, I guess. No, it's good, actually, because you will find it later when he really needs it, which of course is why I sent it in the first place. See, like, I never get how you know these things. I don't know, I just know that I know. Alright. Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed Beck, which is always a bit of an undertaking. Yeah. I don't want to read that. I don't think I could if I tried. Yeah, say hi to your granddad for me too, okay? Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is usually. Intense. Yeah, well, yeah, isn't it always a family? But he sounds like a total badass. Yeah, he totally is. Anyways, gotta go. See ya. Hi. Does anyone in this comic have a positive relationship with any of their family members? It will be handy to have your phone on standby so you won't always have to go back to your computer whenever someone pesters you. This way you can text message people no matter where you are or what outrageously cool thing you're up to. So cool. John, pursue adversary into that room. And even meanwhile, in the present, sort of, once again, the slippery antagonist. Hello. Person. Hold on. Was that... Welcome. Someone is Once again, the slippery antagonist eludes you. You only find more of these unpleasant, oily smears. Someone is pestering you. Both your PDA and computer register the message. This chum will know what to do. Show pestalog. Alright, I'm out of my room now looking for my Rose game. Oh, good. Yeah, there's no sign of Rose yet. I hope she's okay. Yeah, she comes back, I'll be ready. You better know what you're talking about, because this could get ugly. Brought my phone, and I also took my awesome katana with me in case things get too hot to handle. And they always do. You mean that cheap piece of shit you have on your wall? F you. It's sharp, and it's awesome, and it's a sword. End of story. Okay, I don't really care. I'm in my house again. I think there's someone else in this house, like monsters or something. Howie? Haha, I wish. Dude, monsters aren't real. That's stupid kid stuff for stupid babies. Hi! Hello, yes. Happy 13th of April. I've never read Homestuck, so I think today would be the best day to do it. Not somehow reading the entirety of it, because I know how impossible that is, but I'm going to read a good amount of it today. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. What are you, an idiot? Of course there are monsters in your house. You're in some weird evil monster dimension. Come on. Skepticism is the crutch of cinemagic troglodytes. Like, hey mom, dad, there's a dinosaur, a ghost or whatever in my room. Yeah, right, Junior, go back to bed. Fuck you, mom and dad. How many times are we gonna watch this trope unfold? It wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it. Just once I'd like to see dad crap his pants when a kid says there's a vampire in his closet. Oh shit, everyone get in the minivan. Be fucking dad of the year right there. Okay, stop. What do I do? What, do you have a hammer? Man, so lame. Okay, whatever. You should look into weaponizing your Silodex. My bro's always getting on my case about it, but man, it's not as easy as it sounds. But if you're fighting monsters left and right, you don't have much choice. Okay, well I guess I can read up on data structure some more. How's it going there? I'm out in the living room. He's usually here, but I don't see him. Might be playing his mind games. He's always pulling this ninja shit. All I see is little cowl over there, so I guess he can't be far. Haha, oh god, so lame. What? See, I just don't know why you think it's cool. His ventriloquist rapping thing. Oh, little cow? No man. Little cow is the shit. That's fine, you're entitled to your opinion. I am just saying that being a white guy who is a rapper with a ventriloquist doll is not cool by any stretch of the imagination or by any definition of the word cool. I want to go otherwise. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, bullshit. Cow is dope. Puppets are awesome. Johnny Brick blows. The end. Yeah, more like the opposite of all those things is the thing that is true. I'm going to read. Good luck with your bro. See, okay, aspects are uncool, such as, the blatant AAVE being appropriated in the rap, but, like, the ventriloquist shit is genuinely cool. I love puppets. Read your book, stay wary of these foes. Pfft, monsters. Only... Yikes. Only babies who poop in their diapers believe in that stuff. You fool, right out the front door. Those. Damn, this music is good. I think I'm just gonna sit listening to music to this for a moment. Actually, I could open it in a new tab. Like, tabs, my beloved. It looks like mom is satisfied. Oh, actually no, it clashes. I'm listening to this music first. Ah, I'm still streaming. Okay, hold on. I'll mute my mic. Wait, sorry. Just had to talk to someone. Also gave me a good excuse to listen to the music for a bit. Okay, I'm done here now. It looks like Mom has satisfied her strife quota for today. She simply returns to her housework. No point in going out the front door anymore. Might as well head out the back like you originally planned. First, be the pony. Second, trample Mom. You can't be the stupid pony, and frankly, you can't imagine why anyone would want to. But you give the pony a begrudging pet on the snout anyway. Her name is Maplehoof. Prediction this is going to be what was the word? The kernel, whatever sprite for her when she finally gets the game running. I don't know how true that is. John, turn around. Data structures for assholes. Chapter 7. God damn it, why do I even bother? The good news! Finally, your revolting incompetence can be put to use. Instead of accidentally firing a Siladex full of steak knives into a priceless oil painting or your beloved great aunt, you can turn that fumbling fury toward one of your foes, such as the ability to grasp painfully simple concepts. The bad news, I'm tired of explaining myself hoarse to you gibbering fuckwads. In this topic, I will be phoning it with the liberal use of diagrams and shady clip art. What are you going to do about it? You're going to wriggle in your own vicious secretions like the worms you are. That's what. Here, learn something for a change. Ah, that makes sense. Asshole notes. Purse your tits together, your lips together to form a stiff pucker. Apply them firmly to my rear end. I now pronounce you man and wife. Now get in the kitchen and make my ass some dinner, bitch. Wow, this book offer is the worst. Actually, I mean, it's a fictional book written by Andrew Hussey. Of course it's the worst. You're trying to read, okay? This book is already unpleasant enough as it is without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed there's no such thing as monsters. Fine, you'll interrupt your reading and turn around, but you don't see what could possibly be so oh my god, it's a monster. Don't move when the bunny gets it. That's just the end of the animation, okay. So he's there dealing with that. Rose, exit. You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer, which distributes electricity from the underground generator powered by the river flowing beneath your house. The transformer was struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. You wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. You guess she'd rather just play her mind games in the dark house like a weirdo. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across your backyard. You're almost there. Use umbrella. That is like... God. Such an annoying... I feel like all of the capture logs are, like, stupidly annoying in how they work. Is there anyone who has, like, a normal functioning one? Ever? You recap your items and begin the soggy trek mausoleum ward. Get up, John, this is no time for slumber. I love how John's just fighting for his life while Rose is also fighting for his life. I mean her life. Or she, he, Rose, who knows, whatever. Forget the W and make haste to the mausoleum. Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind, it's just a stupid magnet. John, salvage your weapon and fight on! Oh shit. I can actually... I didn't... My bad. There might have been more of that earlier. Sweet catch. I should go back to the previous ones and see if I recapture logs. All of them are deliberately useless and annoying until like Act 6, 7. Whenever there are so many things going on that Hasi upgrades the equipment to simplify things. Oh my god. Okay, so I am going to... Yeah! A lot of lag on my end, sorry, it's okay. Yeah, I can actually... I didn't realize that they were playable. That is completely my bad. Okay. Said, put the bunny back in the box. Now why couldn't he put the bunny back in the box? Now exult. Victory. Spoils are yours. By the way, the leg is... I was gonna say something, I forgot what I was gonna say, whatever. Nice. The amazing victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs on your Echo Ladder. You are now a plucky tot with a new feather in your cap to show for it. The Echo Ladder rewards your bald descent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time in storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel velocity and cash limit. Jesus Christ, I forgot that this was... Okay. You know what? What this has succeeded in doing is made me, more confident about the shitty Vocaloid Yura is wanting to make into a webcomic, on account of, if Homestuck can be popular, then so can that train wreck, because I'm not going to rewrite it, because... Anyways, whatever. By expanding your cash limit, you've made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of bilgrist and 10 fragments of shale. What about that card? Strife Specibus. Bunny! It seems the shale imp had allocated the bunny to its Strife Specibus. Sort of a stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your Strife deck while you're at it. It will at the very least be safer there. Oh, this is delightful. Okay. You group the 2 specified in your striped portfolio. Portfolio? I can speak. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one. Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer. Oddly enough, it seems breaking the sledgehammer altered the abstratus from hammer kind to handle kind, even going as far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice it in the heat of the battle. You grab the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harlequin figure. Now repair the hammer. You merge the sledgehammer hand with its handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammer kind abstratus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since of course handles of any sort no longer belong in there. Obviously. Fine. Now what? Dave is pestering you, but you don't have time to deal with his nonsense right now. Something is amiss in your room. You can't quite put your finger on it. The chaos from the fighting, perhaps? Rose, hurry and activate the generator. You fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. It of course would be foolish to run the generator inside a confined space. The generator Generator safety is everyone's business. Defiled tomb. Sorry, Jaspers, but we have to make space for the laptop. Besides, your final resting place is already a mockery. You should have decomposed years ago on a bed of petunia like a normal cat. Not given to a taxidermist and fitted with a tiny custom-tailored suit, and then stuffed into a coffin built for infants. Jesus! Rose, plug in your laptop. You plug in your laptop and connect to the internet signal again. Everything predictably falls out of your Silodex, but you're not about to get bent out of shape about it. You're a bigger fish to fry. Looks like Dave noticed you're back online. He pesters you like clockwork. And there's John. What on earth is he up to now? The door, John, look at the door. You're right, didn't Rose yank the door off its hinges and prop it on your bed? Someone or something has put it back and left it slightly ajar. Huh. Incredibly alarming. Investigate. What, this is so outrageous. Oh, new favorite character. Okay. I'm leaving that playing while I read this bit. Rose, pester John. Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire yet, or what? No, for now I've retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence. Oh, well, that's a relief. I think it's looping now. I don't know. Very good material for my clown playlist, actually. I'm very happy to find more circus-themed music. Oh, well, that's a belief. John told me to get the game to help you out of this, so I'm working on that right now. Working on it? Yeah, my bro's copy, long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little. You're referring to your brother's collection? I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool and all the semi-ironic puppet... cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever, or semi-ironic, man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little far, and it's kind of fucked up. I've seen his websites. I like them. Haha, yeah, well, you would. Oh man, I wish little Cal wouldn't look at me like that. With those dead eyes, Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out. Creepy, sentient puppet! Fuck yes! It better be sentient! Interesting. Oh god, why did I just tell you my dream? You're gonna have a field day with that. I'm currently scrolling notes furiously into one of my many psychoanalyst journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming, because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies. Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me. He won't answer me either, but I am watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dropped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown. Haha. Alright, I'm out. Later. Interrogate this mad woman. Nana? Miku Blue text! Yes, haunted dolls are amazing. Yes, dear. Wow, you scared the living daylights out of me. Oh! Well, I guess that it was a really great prank. Good one, Nana. Anyway, are you really my dead Nana? Of course, John! I have come back to help on your journey through... Oh, that's not... Through the medium and beyond. I am delighted to see what a fine young man you have turned out to be, just like your father. Okay, I guess I will take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. My dad said I was really young when he died. Hey, speaking of which, do you know where he is? I looked everywhere for him. Ah. Yeah, that's... Oh, no. Your father was kidnapped! Oh no. When he crossed over to the medium, he was apprehended by the very forces of darkness which your presence here has awakened. What? Okay, so what is the medium you're talking about? That's where we are now! A ring of pure void, dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the Incipsphere, a place untouched by the flow of time in your universe. You mean because we are inside a computer, or in the game software or something? A computer? Why, what is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption, like the horseless Autobox car? Well, it's like this machine that, oh, I know what a computer is, dear. John, Wait, no. I completely misread that. Of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg. Oh, okay. No, John, you are not inside a computer or software or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here is merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines in a way served to invoke this realm's instance, yet it sounds independently of any physical machine, and somewhat paradoxically always has. I'm not sure I get it, but alright. So what do I actually need to be doing here? I think it would be best if we started with the big picture. Go on. I feel like I'm being hypnotized here. Above the medium, beyond the 7 days, residing at the core of the Inciposphere is a place known as Skya. Legend holds that Skya exists as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? I am afraid my lips are sealed about that, dear. But needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned, the forces of light will forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction. That's the most boring chess game ever. And it just so happens that the center of this realm, whose fate is in the question, these very forces duel on a stage, stuck in an eternal stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is, until you showed up. Me? Me? Oh, hold on, I should watch this. Huh. Clown ghost. Oh. Oh. I am delighted by the amount of Harlequins in this. I would have read this so much sooner if I knew how clown-centric it was. Me? Yes! You, John! Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from its kernel's hatching. You see, this hatching occurs automatically in response to your arrival. The result is a pair of kernels, one dark, one light, each carrying the information they were prototyped with before the hatch. One goes down to a kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other up to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which there are 3 others in kind. The 4 spires are situated above a throne, and these 2 thrones preside over the 2 respective sovereign powers. And once the kernels are situated, that is when the game is afoot. The true war begins. Light versus dark, good versus evil. This is a war that the forces of light are always destined to lose, without exception. A quest of futility, then. Can I click on that? No. Wow, really? Then what's the point? That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you are about to take is the ultimate riddle. Whoa. For now, your objective is to proceed towards Skya and pass through the first gate situated directly above your house. Not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills. How am I supposed to get up there? You build! It's just like Minecraft Skyblock. Wow. Okay, I think I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant. Well, I don't know. That all sounds kind of weird. But in any case, we built the house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad. Yes, John! And then after that, we solve this ultimate riddle thing and save Earth from destruction. Oh no, I'm afraid not. Your planet is so forward here. There's nothing you can do about that. Oh. Your purpose is so much more important than saving a silly old planet, though. And that is... Yes, I will have to agree with the float hag about that. John, you are such a good boy. I know you will succeed. Thanks, Nana. You are a good boy, and good boys deserve treats. Hooray! I'm going to go bake you some cookies. The hag mentioned cookies. Pursue her. Oh, God damn it, that's just what you need, more baked goods. John, you do not say no to cookies. I command you to go get them. You totally abjured the hell out of that idea. You're so busy abjuring that you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pest you this whole time. Hit John in the head with box to get his attention. You give John a swift shoving in the noggin, but he is undeterred. That is some fit he is throwing. Perhaps you will take this spare moment to contemplate the nanospite's strange tale. It may also behoove you to record your thoughts on these developments in your game FAQs walkthrough/journal. It can be hard finding time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write what's already there. Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And just what do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? The last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much all his fault you're in this mess in the first place, so you can just button it. John, cookies, now! You refuse outright. This impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies! Well, when you put it so politely, how can John decline? John, you are stupid. You really need to work on your manners. Stupid, stupid, dumb. That's not a command. It's nothing. It's stupid, you're stupid. For the last time, I command you to get the cookies, boy! That's just not going to happen, buddy. Years in the future. but really not enough to write home about. An agitated finger slips mid-keystroke. I love this creature. It is so strange. Unlocked album, Homestuck Volume 1. Oh, the music. Expect all external links within this database to contain direct spoilers for the end of Homestuck. Jesus, okay. This information is current as of the 14th February 2022. Okay. The long and short. The medium, too. B100. I may have been a bit hasty in advising you not to bother with the prototyping process. If I spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival. If you find yourself begrudging the absence of certain instructions, if it followed would have resulted in your demise, then I guess that makes two of us. Otherwise, you're welcome. But the fact appears to be that prototyping the kernel spite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control over your new environment, a place known as the medium. Also, if prototyped with one or two sufficiently, albeit loosely humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it offers the chance to have all this explained to you by an apparitional guide. Through whatever sort of cryptic, sketchy doublespeak your choice of prototyping elements engender or engenders. In lieu of this, you may have been forced to settle for my clear, rural explanations and a serious dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. If you have made it to the medium with an unmolested vanilla spite, well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and I'll go into this further soon. Though to what extent this actually is bad news, I'm not sure. I only know the result of my co-player's current configuration, where the spite was prototyped once before the departure and once after, brings us to the good news, which is that you can still prototype after your departure and salvage the massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition-slinging phantom guide, so long as you avoid prototyping with terribly inert items such as the brass door knocker and your father's pornography collection. Actually, that might be interesting. If you're stuck with the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. So, yes, you can enhance your sight in this way. You can enhance your sprite in this way, but doing so after your departure will no longer induce this effect on the medium I alluded to. That can only be accomplished with one or more pre-departure prototypings. In fact, we can extrapolate there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite. Here's a prototype in relation to departure. Both before, one after, both after, only one, either before or after, none. Ugh. Need to refill my water. Okay. I'll return quickly. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I should have probably prepared a water bottle, but I didn't realize how much this was gonna suck me in. Like, I didn't think I'd be streaming for a long time. I thought I would just read a bit of it. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process, and your guide, i.e. the sprite. Those occurring after will only affect the sprite. The effects this possess has on the medium, or more globally, the insiposphere, are still vague to me. It has to do with flavoring the forces you will struggle against, and generally all forces at odds with each other in this realm. It has given me some insight into the nature of the game, which again I derive through extrapolation. We appear to be engaging an instance of a dimension with a highly flexible set parameters, and a series of objectives surrounding an equally flexible mythological framework. This framework seems to begin as a sort of blank template and evolves with the player's actions, and likely further evolves with the addition of more host/client connections and thus more prototyped kernels. I regret to say I can't be much more specific than that without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have been raised to me, however, questions concerning the kernel sprite, which I've raised implicitly already, such as what is the effect for an unprototyped kernel on the medium, or about this dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete their departure, or is it a unique blank instance of the dimension created for each new player? I have no evidence, but my instinct tells me it is closer to the latter situation. There is no indication of any of the players present in this realm. Alterations in the realm seem singularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess every separate client/server pair activates its own fresh copy of an insiposphere, or a unique typo, or a unique session, if you will. But the quantity of players is a further complication which invites more questions. It seems the game was designed to suit two players most naturally, the server and the client, but through a mishap, my co-player and I have been slipped out of the obvious tandem arrangement, and the only course of action to continue playing is to string a daisy chain of server-client connections together until presumably the chain is complete. Theoretically, we could complete this chain with only one player, functioning as the server to my client and the client to my current player's server, assuming he can recover it. The strange thing is, though, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 receptacles for divided kernels, not 3. Does this mean we are destined to have a 4-player chain? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does, and if this proves to be the case, I trust I will be sufficiently numb to the realization. I consider nothing about this game surviving this at this point, and in fact, from the first moments of play, I managed to deviate so far from my expectations that I completely forgot what my original purpose of it was. I had chances to test some information I obtained on good authority during the prototyping phases, but it completely slipped my mind. Instead, the game's catacombs securing the dark, twisting paths to necromancy were blundered into rather on accident. But perhaps you don't need to know any of this. Rethink organization? Lead may be waist-deep, logorakic sludge, trimmed down, bleh. She's not finished with this yet. Geez, cut her some slack. Maybe you could go bug someone else for a while? Or at the very least, someone else. Oh my god. More time travel. Once in the past, but not many. Hey, Rose. Hi, happy birthday, Rose. Hello, and thanks. Did you get John's present yet? I just opened it this very moment. What a stunning coincidence you would ask about it now. I am stunned. Yeah, I know. What will you make with it? And who said it was something from which something else could be made? Well, John did tell me what it was. Duh. I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks. Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say the way you and Dave always do. Maybe. His birthday's in a few months, isn't it? Yep. I finally finished a present for him. I've been working on it for years. Years? It's so hard to tell when you're joking, or if you're even capable of it. I am really enjoying this character, but I don't know their name yet, which I'm annoyed about. I just mailed it too, so it is sure to get there on time. Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here. I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him. I don't think you really mean that. I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into? No. Sorry, but you are sort of hard to shop for. And besides, I have something for you today that I think you'll like better than something in a box. Oh? It is a tip! This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on. Did you have a pet a long time ago that died? Yes. Okay, well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot? Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat or that it was a male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings towards the animal as lukewarm. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. Just, what if someone told you could play a game that would bring him back to life? If someone told me that, I would regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask preemptively, is that someone you? Yes, that someone is me! I just thought you might find it interesting. So what is this game? I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later, and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They are way more into all that stuff than I am. I'll see what the word on the street is about, in due time. For now I should probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It would be a shame if I ran late with John's present. Get katana. You capture your katana and prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe, retrieve dead bird. Dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what's up with the sick heat. The sun threatens to step but won't step off, staring you down, like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove it's tracing around the earth. Well, I cannot read and watch at the same time. Why am I trying to? Oh, that's actually really pretty. The sun threatens to set but won't take off, staring you down like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove it's tracing around the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching it like warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Might help to fizzle the sizzle a little bizzle, set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. So if I don't change the dizzle, turn it up a little, I got... So if I don't change the dizzle, turn it up a little, I got a living room full of fine dime drizzles, waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle and the shizzle. Geez, the bizak now, ladies, here we gizzo. And the pimps in the crib might drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. English romantic poet, John Keats. Exit your room and go into the living room. Sorry, little dude, coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. Figure you've left him hanging long enough. Hastily entered the room with wild abandon. You barge in and see a familiar face. A friendly face. Stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days in here. At night he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's the puppet chest he stores little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. When he's home, he usually leaves little Cal on display somewhere. And with good reason, because Cal is totally sweet. So sweet. Man. That's a racist caricature. Pity the fool. Oh my god. It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound humorous irony. But as usual, if your bro's exploit, this is no ordinary irony. Or anything close to a pedestrian Tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like level 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. Might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how you're sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass. And that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on. Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffed to a pantless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You'd never tell him that, though. I need a moment. This man is insufferable. Find little Cal and give him fist bumps. Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn around haphazardly. Yes, these things are kind of cool. Sort of. Play a game on the Xbox. It looks like your bro is playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of some totally intense gaming. Not like him to misplace Cal either. Man, you hope the little guy's alright. Oh, there you are, dude. Didn't see you there. We be chill today, Cal? Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chill. Cal's the man. Dave, resist great urge to play bro's Xbox. Is this a playable thing? No. You fail to resist the urge. You sought fashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad snacks, yo. And get this way, rude hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook is dead to that shit. But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something. Like a railing or a piece of the wall. You'll have to reset. Fuck this shit. Give little Caliber a fist bump. Oh man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the Seaman some props. Check out your bro's sweet gear. Can we please switch to any other character's perspective? This is like pulling teeth. Your bro has so much great gear, it's hard to keep up with it all sometimes. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around you, since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peek. Your brother's computer. Oh, hell no. Brother's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course you know what the password is, and he knows you know it, and you're both cool with that because the password is the most awesome thing it can be. You enter the password on the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff he's working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. God. That's very... yeah. Same. He also tends to use the application Complete Bullshit to keep up with the ludicrous amount of websites and news feeds he monitors to stay hip to the scene. Open Complete Bullshit. This is Complete Bullshit. Check if Sweet Pro and Hella Jeff has a sweet update. Your bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator, just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your various blogs, and of course, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Navigate to the latest comic in one of the many bullshit feed bands. I'm not reading that. Dave, mouse over the orange strip containing plush. Another one of your bro's many ironic sites. The difference here is he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through this enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar a year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow. Ah. Stop wasting time and look for Bro's beta. You guess you've messed around on his computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose, or worse yet, your bro catches you. But, my god, the bumps. They are transfixing. You know this is ironic and all? And your bro reaches echelons of irony you could only dream of daring to fathom, but on rare occasions when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad unsettling to you. I think I'm gonna end the stream soon. I'm getting kind of tired. As in, like, I need to stop constantly talking. Oh, hey there, Cal. Give little Cal a nervous fist bump. Just waiting to get to a point that feels natural to stop at. You're sort of starting to flip the fuck out. Without losing your cool, of course. Pastor John to use your nerves. You get Eggbread on the line again to give him the lowdown on your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot, but he's not answering. You wonder what that guy is up to. Show Pestalog. Hey, what's up? What happened to the monster that is definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppets are still awesome. No problems with them or anything. Like, just really, really awesome. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't someone say her house was burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or what? Oh, that bit. Seconds in the future, but not many. No, I want to keep going, actually. John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. You ought to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine, enjoy your super. I'll go about my business elsewhere. Deploy the punch Designix. Actually, no, I'm stopping now. I'm exhausted. I keep not... Will this bring me to... Cheat! Oh god, did I lose my progress? No. Okay, good, because I'm on new reader mode. It tracks my progress. Good, okay. Anyways. Yeah, I'm taking a break from this now because constantly talking is tiring, believe it or not. I enjoyed myself more than I thought I would. And I'm definitely going to do more streams of reading this. But yeah, I was warned it had questionable stuff, but I was not prepared for the exact degree. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed me inflicting this on myself. I'll continue this nonsense at a later